Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, this was the first season of the Great Loop. I got to get them caught up because we're going to start back here in a couple of months. Hey guys, y'all stick around. In this episode, we're going to make it from Daytona Beach all the way up to St. Augustine on the inland coastal waterways. And we're going to meet a guy that has done several hundred miles on a Hobbie Cat. It's going to be pretty interesting. Y'all check it out. All right, guys, I wanted to say that here in Florida, in this area, pretty much from New Smyrna Beach all the way to the state line, is some of the easiest waters that you're going to navigate. It's mostly, the ICW is mostly pretty narrow waterways like this, maybe a couple hundred yards wide, and it's really pleasurable areas to navigate all the way up to the Florida line. Okay, this is a little place we stayed at called Bing's Landing. It's we didn't stay there. We stopped, took a break there, and it's a cool little park. Obviously, you can bring boats in there, but these docks you can stay at, but there's signs that say no overnight docking. So you see where we pulled up here.
Tame, but I did the whole Gulf. I mean, there's
10,000 islands.
10,000 islands, Everglades, Big Bend, all of it. I'm by myself.
Awesome.
So I was like, I want to have it registered and the MMSI and everything.
Yes.
Perfect weather for it.
Yeah.
If I had waited another few weeks, it would already be getting way too hot.
This is Noah. We met him there at that dock. He's doing a good section here on that Hobbie Cat. I'm going to let you listen to him talk, and I interview him in just a minute. So hang on for that, and you'll hear him explain how he's doing it. Here we offered him a good meal. He hadn't ate a good meal in quite a while, in a few months. So this is Noah that we met, and he's going to show me real quick some of the provisions. So he's been on this. How many days, Noah? Roughly a week?
Mid-December.
So mid-December, so we're in April.
Months.
Yep, 3.5 months living on that. And so he started in Pensacola,
Big Lagoon State Park, just outside of Pensacola.
all the way down around Key West, all the way up the East Coast, and he's almost at the state line, which is where he's going to end it up. So, couple real questions. The obvious. What are some of the questions that people always ask? Where do you go to the bathroom?
In the water.
Obviously. Where do you sleep at night?
I'm pulling off every night, going to shore, finding campsites, docks, parks, abandoned buildings, you name it, dry ground.
Very pirate-ish of him, for sure. We like it. So where do you keep your tent and stuff?
So I got a 60-liter roll top duffel in the back there. It's got my tent, my sleeping bag, my hammock, cook set, and some dry foods. And then I got kind of like my daily stuff here, my snacks, my personal stuff, clothes, headlamp, kind of miscellaneous. I got a soft-sided cooler here. From back there I have a little white dog food box. I got my battery and electronics in there. I got some couple miscellaneous things in the bow here, and then I got my water in the deck hatch in the back.
Cool. How much water can you carry?
I've got a 10-liter bladder here, which is just over, 3 liters to a gallon. That's three gallons, and then 2 more gallon jugs in the back.
Cool.
So, 5 gallons.
So you can wheel it up on the beach, you said, or if you
I
need
got
to.
the dolly here. If I have to move it up the shore, or some places you get really strong tides, spring tides, stuff like that. You might come in at high tide, and we're coming at low tide, high tide. You got to move the boat. The boat weighs 220 pounds, 150 pound gear, so you can't really drag it too far.
Yeah. So it's a sail, as you can see. When we seen him, he was under sail. We passed him. Then he came in at the little boat ramp where we were, but he's got a sail and then he's got pedal power there. So the cool thing is, how much did you spend on fuel?
0. A lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be. A lot more logistics than I thought it was going to be. A lot more pedaling than I thought it was going to be.
Noah doesn't have a channel yet. I'm gonna stay in touch, keep in touch with him. If he ever develops one, I'm gonna tag it on this video. But very cool though. It was cool meeting you, man.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're almost done now.
Yep.
What? You got about 3 days?
Yep. 2 days.
You're done. Yeah.
If I rush, if I get
Cool.
out of here soon.
Yeah. All right. I ain't gonna hold you up anymore. Take care, buddy. Nice meeting you. Okay, guys. I want to show you what you have to do sometimes when you're on a trip like this. Change of plan. We just came out. This is where we were at this dock in the video just now. And we had planned to stay there not knowing that that dock had those signs. So we had to go to plan B, and I wanted to stay along, just get up here near the edge and drop anchor. Marty tried to work up in here, but it got too shallow. He hit the bottom, and he eventually did come back and drop. But sometimes you have to drop anchor in a channel like this, and this is a very usable channel by larger ships. But all you do is you kind of like look, and you can see here how it's fairly shallow over here, and when you get in about 10 foot of water, you drop a forward anchor and an aft anchor, and that'll hold you parallel to the bank. As long as you're out of the way, you're not going to have any problem with ships or barges passing at night. And we did have that. I woke up one time to it rocking, and when I stuck my head out, the barge was going by. So that does happen, but this is something that you can do, and it's pretty safe to do. The next morning, another reason I wanted to be there, the next morning, as you'll see, we went fishing right here around this edge. That was pretty cool. Such a pretty little morning. I'm gonna grab my paddle. See what I can catch. Right quick.
this. It's the kind of stuff I've been waiting to do. It's so easy when the kayak is right on the back of the boat. You just get up, get on it, get on the fish.
You know, we didn't catch any fish that morning, but we did do a little bit of exploring, got out of the kayak, threw the net a few times. But man, what is it? A beautiful morning. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know what the deal was, but I ended up finding 4 golf balls right there in that area.
Must be a golf course close. It's number 4. This is some uninhabited areas. All this back here, part of Tomoka.
You heard all those noises this morning?
Oh yeah, and the trees over there. Yeah.
Raccoons having a
Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard a bunch of birds. They were in one of those. They were all in one tree. That big pine tree. They're still there. Some of them. That was pretty cool.
So after that little adventure, it was time to get back on good times. Head on up to St. Augustine. It wasn't but a few miles away.
It's pretty. Found 3 golf balls. I found 4. Threw one back to the bank. It was too had a hole in it. But there's a bunch of them over there. Must be a golf course somewhere upriver. Gotta be. Well, could be. Trying to hit it to the other side.
So this is where we were fishing right here on this point, and we had anchored right here. And it was time to start making our way north towards St. Augustine. I got to tell you, this is one of the prettiest sections of the river here. Look at all these little islands. Man, I could spend probably a week in here, stopping, exploring each one of these islands. Really beautiful section. As you can see, a lot of boats go through here. As you get up here, there's an inlet right here. And depending on what the tide is whether it slows you down or, when you pass this point, if it's coming in or going out. But we made our way on through there and just kept working north. And as you can see, it's a real pretty section. This next section here is when we're coming up to St. Augustine and coming in here at the city docks. I tell you, you got to be careful when you're coming in here. This is where the fuel dock is. And if that tide is moving through here, it sure can be dangerous.
Pin me off. Oh, he got tied, boy. Hand me up. Do me a favor, hand me that radio up there. Let me tell him that tide's hot. Turn and get into the tide is hard.
Yeah.
Stop your fork, go like you're gonna go out, and then it'll drift you back. I didn't realize it was pushing like that.
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah. Last time I was here, I came with a guy.
Worse too, though.
I know. I was telling you, I came with a guy, and I was captaining the boat for him.
Right.
He freaked at the last minute and was doing this.
Got on the throttle. Huh?
Yeah.
That's the worst thing, man.
Oh, and I had to take over, and then I was like, fortunately I didn't hit the dock, but that's perfect. We got you. Just need some lines.
What's happening, Captain?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Not bad of yourself.
Where do we?
Both y'all need fuel cap? Or just checking
No,
in?
just checking in. Where do we?
You're gonna go right into the office.
Okay.
I'm gonna take care of you right up there.
Perfect.
And we'll give you hand slips too.
Okay. I would have got more into it. I was telling him. You don't know that till it's too late. Putting in more docks, eh?
Yeah, they are. They're actually putting a restaurant right there, I think.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Thanks, sir.
Hello there.
Hey, bud.
What can I do for you?
Checking in good times and Kontiki.
Oh, good times. All right.
You going first, Captain?
Yes, sir. And if you'll bow me off, obviously. Hold my stern.
Okay.
All right. Hey, look at the tide on the other side of the bridge. See it? Can you see it? Right over here. Hey, can you kill the motors, please? Both of them. Yep, just like normal. That's good. I'll do it. I'm gonna put in some bumpers here.
So as y'all know, and for the new people who don't know, I don't stay in marinas very much. It's a good way to save some money, and I really prefer to be out on the hook. But it is nice to come into a marina, get hooked up to the water and power, and also meet people at the nearby docks. So it is nice for that. All right, guys, this video is about reached its length. Y'all come on back next time. We're going to get on over to the salt pond, which is right there in St. Augustine. We're going to do a little bit of touristing. We'll go see some of the things to see there in St. Augustine. I meet a subscriber and go to church, but you know what it's going to be? It's going to be a good time.